Later, the emblem may be worn only for the duration of their assignment. Both as individuals and as members of military units, America's servicemen have proved themselves worthy of medals and worthy of admiration by their countrymen.
And now, Rub Down and Out, starring Lloyd Bridges. A tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
You'd think that Southern California would be the last place where a health club would pay off. With all that fresh air and sunshine, Pacific Ocean they advertise. But there's always guys that want to put on muscles and dames that want to take off pounds. So my little enterprise on the Sunset Strip was paying off real good. Zach's Sunset Health Studio, I called it. Of course, you get all kinds of trade on the Strip. Legitimate and the other kind. Big Willie Spang was one of the other kind. A lard tub, but loaded. Big Willie was known around town as a promoter, but nobody seemed to know what he promoted. Used to come in every Friday night around 7 for a sweat in the steam room and a rub-down just before he left for the fights. That's how I found out at least one thing that Big Willie had promoted. A beautiful wife.
Oh, pardon me.
Yeah? Well, what can I do for you?
Is Mr. Spang through yet?
I think he is. You ought to be out any minute now,
Mrs. Spang.
Oh, well, Mrs. Spang. My name is Zach Weston. It's nice meeting you.
Oh, thank you.
Oh,
for me, Frankie.
there he is now.
Wrong on that kid. Joycey. There you are. Hey, Zach, this is my wife, Joycey.
Yeah, we just met.
This is Zach's partner, Joycey. This is Frankie Schatz.
Hello.
Howdy, Mrs. Spang. Glad to know you.
Hey, Zach, I gave Frankie some tips, boy. You bet 'em, I say. You make a few bucks, huh? Make yourselves $1 million.
We appreciate it, Big Willie.
Yeah, you oughta. It's good advice. Well, let's go, Joycey. I don't want to be late. Good card tonight. Got a kid in the second bout. Gonna win it. You bet on him, boys. You bet like a Italian. You'll make a buck, huh? Come on, Joycey. See you guys.
Yeah, good night, folks. Am I seeing things?
Oh, you got 20/20 vision, kid. That was for real.
Ooh, Papa, buy me something like that.
Class, Frankie. Class.
What does it take? I'm 5'10" with an electric personality.
And a thin wallet.
Yeah. Look, Zach, let's get rich, huh? Let's make a buck like Big Willie says. Let's make $1 million and get something like that, one for each of us, just like Big Willie.
I didn't tell Frankie, but I didn't think that it'd take $1 million. It wasn't what she said. She hadn't said anything, really. It was just the way she looked at me. The kind of a look that tells you this is a beginning. The kind of a look that tells you the phone will be ringing soon. Tomorrow, next day, as soon as possible. Hello?
Is this Zach?
Uh-huh.
This is Mrs. Spang, Zach.
Yeah, I know, Mrs. Spang.
Big Willie talks about you all the time. You've done wonders for him.
Well, I'm glad he thinks so.
Zach, how about doing something for my muscles?
Well, I'd say your muscles are fine, just the way they are, Mrs. Spang.
Well, you do advertise for men and women, don't you?
Yeah, that's right.
Well, then, can I make an appointment?
When would it be convenient for you, Mrs. Spang?
Wednesday afternoon, about 3.
All right, that'll be fine, Mrs. Spang.
Oh, Zach, why not forget the missus? I feel I've known you a long time. Through my husband.
Wednesday afternoon at 3 for your workout, Mrs. Spang. Wednesday, she showed up at 3. Frankie had taken the afternoon off, and the place was empty except for Benny, the punch-drunk fighter who helped out around the joint. Hey, Benny. Benny!
Yeah, Zach, yeah. Hey, you see that, Zach, huh? I'm getting good, huh? Hey, maybe one of these days, huh, Zach?
Yeah, Benny. One of these days, you'll be back in the ring.
Hey, what do you want, Zach, huh?
The gym, huh? I want to use the gym. You go back and rinse out the steam room. Go ahead, Benny. Take 5.
Oh, sure, Zach. Hey, you bet. Yeah, I'll take 5. Rinse it out. You bet. Yeah.
Well, Zach, you all ready for me?
Yeah, all set.
Well, how do we begin?
Well, I think we'll start off your first day kind of light. Mm-hmm. It's not good to exert yourself too much the first day. Let's try this horse first, huh? Can you get up on it?
Oh, sure, with a little help.
All right, here. Use my hands for a step.
Okay. Oh, I'm falling.
kiss wasn't soft. It was hard and demanding. It was a kiss that yelled hunger. She held on to me like she was fighting for her life. Finally, I broke away from her, and she looked up at me as if she were really surprised.
Is that a regular part of the course?
That's a part of it you bought, isn't it?
What else can you teach me?
Mrs. Spang, I've suddenly noticed that your muscles are in good condition. They're fine. We can't do a thing for you.
All right. Send me a bill.
No, you're not satisfied. My clients never pay when they're not satisfied. Thursday went by, then Friday. Finally, Saturday afternoon, she called. Big Willie was out of town for a few days, she said. At 7, she picked me up at the joint in her red convertible, and a little after 8, we were eating lobster in a quiet place on the beach near Malibu.
What is it, Zach?
What's what?
What is it about you? What is it with the way you look at me and the way I look at you?
It's a fire, Joyce. A fire that never should have been started.
Well, how do we put it out?
I don't think we do.
Oh, say nice things to me, Zach.
You're another man's wife.
He's not a man, he's a... Oh, I hate him, Zach. You know it's possible for a woman to hate a man she's married to?
You made a promise, remember?
People who are desperate make all kinds of promises. Oh, I've honored him and I've obeyed him. But I broke my promise to love him. Zach, tell me what I want to hear, please.
You want me to say I love you? I love you. Wrong? Of course it was wrong. But a thing like this doesn't end in just one night. There were other nights when Willie had to leave town because of the boys from back east. We found ourselves taking long drives along the coast. Then when the heat was off and he came back, we couldn't see each other. I was like a caged animal waiting. I couldn't call her when he was in town. She had to call me. Hello?
Oh, Zach. Listen, Zach, I've got to talk to you.
What's the matter?
Well, I can't tell you over the phone. I think he knows, Zach. I think he knows about us, and I've got to talk to you.
Oh, all right, where?
Well, I'll pick you up in front of the signboard at Sunset in Doheny. 8 o'clock.
Okay.
I'll drive the sedan.
All right, I'll be there. 8 o'clock came fast. I planted myself in front of the signboard and waited. A little after 8, the big sedan pulled up next to the curb. I walked over.
Hey, Weston.
What is this?
Get in the car before I blow your head off.
In a moment, we continue with the second act of Suspense.
I have never read a collection of American folklore which had a section devoted solely to the downtrodden commuter, but there should be. There are legends galore about the miseries of these poor folk. For example, there was this train in Idaho that was a mite slow. Once an impatient passenger asked the conductor why the train had stopped. "There's a cow on the track," he said. "We have to chase her away." A little later, when the train stopped again, the passenger roared, "Now what's wrong?" "Oh," said the conductor serenely, "we just caught up with that cow again." Folklore belongs to every nation's legendary past, and I guess we Americans have our share of some good ones. Like the one about... but we'll have to save that one for the next time we travel your way. See you then.
And now, starring Lloyd Bridges, Act 2 of Rub Down and Out.
Nobody said anything. This big moose in the back held a gun on me, and the little guy in the front seat drove out Sunset, then up Beverly Drive and on into the hills near Franklin Reservoir, where there aren't any houses, and there aren't any lights, and no traffic.
All right, get out. Go on, get out.
Now, will you tell me what this is all about?
Some advice, Mr. Weston. We've been asked by a friend to pass on some friendly advice.
What friend?
Don't you know, Mr. Weston? A friend who thinks you're a homewrecker.
Oh, homewrecker?
Oh, you have very bad manners, Mr. Weston. But you know it's impolite to interrupt while I'm giving you such important advice, Mr.
No,
Weston.
wait. Just...
My friend Henry here, he hates home wreckers too, don't you, Henry?
Yeah, I sure do. Oh!
What's the matter, Mr. Muscle Man? Can't you take it?
Double-crossed me.
Oh, that's a very bad thing to say about my friend's wife.
Oh!
Very bad.
Oh, please.
You oughtn't to go around wrecking homes, Mr. Weston. You can get into a lot of trouble. All right, hold it, Henry.
Oh, I hate home wreckers, Opal.
Oh, sure you
Just
do.
once more.
All right, Henry. That's enough, I said. I think Mr. Weston gets the point.
You can get over cuts and bruises and internal injuries. But can you get over a double-crossing dame? Well, you can bet that I was going to try. The next night was Friday, and Big Willie came in on the dot of 7. He got his steam and his rub-down and left, acting just the same as he always had. I'd have thought that I dreamt it all up, except for my split lip and the mouse under my eye. Then the phone rang, and I was sure that it had happened. Hello?
Zach? Oh, Zach, baby, what did they do to you?
Oh, what do you care?
Oh, Zach, honey, baby, darling, listen to me. He made me do it.
Yeah?
You think it was me, don't you?
Oh, what am I supposed to think?
No, it was him, Zach. He made me call you. There was nothing I could do. He was acting so crazy.
Well, I can't say that I blame him. This whole thing was wrong from the beginning. Never should have happened.
Oh, Zach, darling, that isn't true. We've done nothing wrong.
We haven't.
Oh, no, darling, because I love you. Did you hear me, Zach?
Yeah. Yeah, I heard you.
I've got to see you, darling. I've got to see you tonight.
Now, what happens tonight? Do I get the rest of my teeth kicked in?
Oh, Zach, darling, you've got to believe me. I just can't go on living with him any longer.
All right, Joyce. Pick me up at sunset in La Cienega. It was no use. I couldn't get away from her. Just the sound of her voice, and I was a goner. I told her that. Parked on the Palisades, looking out over the moonlit ocean.
I just can't stand him, Zach. I can't stand him a minute longer.
He was in tonight, same as usual.
Sure. He'll keep coming back.
Why? He hates my guts.
He gets his kicked that way. He's making fun of you, Zach. He's scared you, and he wants to keep on scaring you.
Well, I don't scare easy.
He hates you. Do you hate him?
You know I do.
Enough to kill him?
What?
For me? For us?
Yeah.
When? When will you kill him?
Oh, Joyce. How could I do a thing like that?
Make it look like an accident.
Like an accident?
Uh-huh.
Oh, baby, look, I don't know. Now, let me think about it, huh? Maybe I can figure out something.
Oh, Zach. Oh, baby, what would have happened to me if I hadn't found you?
In a moment, we continue with the third act of Suspense.
Memo on medals. Information about our military awards and decorations. Service medals are given for honorable performance by military personnel in specified geographical areas between specified dates. Unit decorations are those awarded to cited units of the armed forces for exceptional performance in armed conflict. In most cases, they are worn centered immediately above the right breast pocket, while individual decorations and service medals are worn over the left breast pocket. Many American awards and decorations may be presented to people of other countries, but not the Purple Heart. This distinguished and cherished medal was first conceived by George Washington during the Revolutionary War, the purpose being to demonstrate, in his own words, that the road to glory in a patriot army and free country is open to all. Awarding of the Purple Heart was discontinued after the Revolutionary War until it was revived in 1932 as a memorial to our first president on the occasion of the 200th anniversary of his birth. As recognition for special acts of public service, medals are among the most coveted of all awards.
And now, starring Lloyd Bridges, Act 3 of Rub Down and Out.
What are you going to do? Well, abroad like that, you do anything. Only murder is something that you don't commit every day of the week. It takes a little thought, a little planning. And I was an amateur. And one night, I got the answer in a hot flash. I was sitting all alone in the steam room after hours trying to figure out a way to kill Big Willie when I suddenly realized that it was hot. Too hot. The steam burned my nostrils, and I was so weak that I hardly made the door. Benny.
Yeah?
Hey, Benny.
Yeah.
Hey, were you monkeying with that steam valve?
Oh, yeah. I turned out full to rinse the room down.
Oh, boy, you nearly cooked me. Cooked me. Yeah, sure. There was only one door to the steam room. It was big, heavy, and it locked from the outside. And tomorrow was Friday. Big Willie's night for a steam bath. The next morning, Joyce called. I knew she would. She called every day now with the same question.
You got an idea yet?
Yes, I have, honey. At last.
What is it?
I'll tell you when I see you after the inquest.
Now, you're sure it'll work.
It can't miss.
Are you scared?
Not with you in my corner, baby.
Well, that's where I'm going to be, honey, from now on.
Scared? Yeah, sure I was scared. But I wasn't going to let on. There were a lot of things that could louse it up. But as the day dragged on, everything worked out my way. Frankie had a dinner date, so he was leaving early. Benny wanted to go to the fights. Finally, I had only one last worry. Maybe Big Willie wouldn't show up at all. But he did, right on the dot of 7. I told him that Benny would take care of him. He grunted at me and showed me his cigar-stained teeth. 20 minutes passed, then I heard Benny in the locker room. Big Willie was taking his steam bath. Benny?
Yeah?
I'll go take care of Big Willie. You take off, kid, huh? Go to the fights?
Yeah? Hey, thanks, Doc. Thanks.
Then I walked across the gym and stepped up into the steam room. Big Willie was sitting on the tile ramp, a big towel wrapped around his middle. How you doing, Willie? Oh, we're not speaking, huh?
I got nothing to say to you.
Well, I got plenty to say to you. Now sit down.
Hey, what do you think you're pushing around?
Shut up and listen.
Maybe you got a short memory. Maybe you forgot what happened to you the other night.
I remember.
Are you sucking around for some more of the same?
You know, Big Willie, you don't look so hot, all wrapped up in a wet towel. No wonder she hates your guts.
I'm getting out of here. I don't have to listen to
You
this.
ain't going anywhere, Big Willie, ever again. This is your last stop.
Benny! Benny!
Won't do any good, Willie. There's nobody out there. Just you and me. You got nobody to back you up now. And I don't need anybody. How you like that, Willie, huh?
Why, you...
Willie! You're out of condition, fat man.
Oh, wait a minute. Now, wait a minute, Zach. Let me tell you something.
Yeah, well, make it fast.
You ain't the first
What do you mean?
with her. And you won't be the last either.
For that, you get another one.
No, listen. Listen, I tell you, she ain't worth it. But if you want her, you can have her.
Yeah, well, that's really generous of you, Willie.
But you won't keep her long.
Well, you are a rat, aren't you? A dirty, miserable rat.
No. No, please, no more. No more.
You can take your steam bath now, Willie. A nice long one. In private. Hey, what the... Hello?
Zach? Zach, don't do it.
Huh? What?
Don't do it, Zach.
It's done. He's in the steam room now. Maybe you can hear him screaming.
Oh, let him out, Zach. The police.
Police?
Yes, they were here looking for him.
Well, why?
Well, I don't know, but they wanted to know where he was, and I told them.
You told him?
Well, I had to. Zach, I didn't think you'd do it so soon. I didn't want you to get into trouble. Oh, Zach, don't do it.
I'll talk to you
Don't do
later,
it.
baby. I'll talk to you later. Yeah, Willie. Yeah, just a minute, Willie, boy. Oh, no. It's stuck. The valve's stuck. Just a minute, Willie. Just a minute. I'll open the door, Willie. It's locked. It's locked. The lock sprung when I closed it. Oh, the key. So where's the key? Wait a minute, Big Willie. Now, wait. The key must be here somewhere. No, the key. I've got to find that key.
Is this the key you're looking for, Weston?
What?
Police Lieutenant Arnold. Here, Sergeant. Unlock the door.
Willie was still alive when they got him out of the steamroom. So they put him away for a long, long time. On, of all things, income tax evasion. After the judge heard my story, I ended up with 1 to 2 years for assault with a deadly weapon. Sentence suspended. I bet it's the first time that a steam room was ever called a deadly weapon. Joyce? Well, Big Willie was right about her. I hear she's in Chicago now with one of the boys from back east. I guess they had more than one reason for wanting to get rid of Big Willie. And when I stop to think of it, in a way, I can't blame them.
Suspense, in which Lloyd Bridges starred in William N. Robeson's production of Rub Down and Out by Richard George Pedicini. Supporting Lloyd Bridges in Rub Down and Out were Tracy Roberts, William Conrad, Eddie Marr, and Jack Crucian. Listen again next week when we return with another tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
This is the United States Armed Forces Radio and Television Service. Another tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
Is one way or another, as we bring you The Easy Victim, written especially for Suspense by Harold Huber.
What are you doing here?
Waiting for you, Mr. Ames.
In my living room? How did you get into my house?
Easy, Mr. Ames, through that French window. Not hard if you know how. Well, how have you been, Mr. Ames? How are things with you?
I don't like this. I don't like it at all. Breaking in here without so much as... You've no right to do...
Of course not. A man's home is his castle. But we haven't heard from you in a while, so Big Tony thought I ought to remind you. And considering what I had to remind you of, this seemed the nicest way. Quiet, private. Nicest for everybody, including you see?
Now, look here.
I took a liberty. And I'm sorry I startled you. No, let's let it go at that, eh? It's a lovely place you have here. I've been admiring your taste.
Very flattering. Well, what do you want?
Want? Why, money, Mr. Ames. Only money. We have your IOU for the $10,000 you lost at our dice table. But that's all we have. So how about... Forgive my bluntness. Paying up?
I can't. Not now. I told Tony...
Sure, a couple of weeks ago you told him.
Well, nothing's changed since then. My business has been terrible. This house is mortgaged to the hilt. I'm short of cash. I've tried to borrow the money, but I just haven't been able to. Can't you understand?
Of course we can. These things happen sometimes to the nicest people. Like you.
Oh, believe me, I hated having to tell you this.
Naturally, you're a gentleman, Mr. Ames.
It's the last thing I could have anticipated. These reverses were sudden.
And unexpected. I don't doubt that for a minute.
So you see how it is with me.
Sure. But, Mr. Ames, you have to see how it is with us. When we lose, we pay. So when you lose, you pay. It has to be that way, right?
Well, at the time I gave you that IOU,
You expected to be able to redeem it, sure. Only trouble is you haven't. I love that tie you're wearing. It's beautiful.
I need more time.
Well, we can't extend credit too long. It makes a bad precedent. The business we're in, we can't sue. Courts don't recognize gambling debts. So we have to use other methods to demonstrate that money owing to us has to be paid. We regret the necessity, but we have to make it crystal clear.
All right, but you can't get blood out of a stone.
We have no intention of getting blood out of a stone. On the other hand...
Never mind. I don't really need a blueprint.
Good. It's a pleasure to deal with you, Mr. Ames.
But you don't actually want to kill me.
Please, Mr. Ames, that word. It's painful. Let's not say it aloud.
A corpse can never pay. And as long as I'm alive, there's a chance that I can.
I'm inclined to agree, provided...
Provided what?
That you accept a basic principle.
Well, what principle?
Well, when you can't get money any other way, you have to marry it.
Marry it?
Mm-hmm. You're a bachelor, handsome, excellent background, impressive personality. Marry it, Mr. Ames.
Just like that?
Look, Mr. Ames, we know you frequently spent holidays at the Bell Point Hotel. The Bell Point's famous as a place where people find romance. It's full of widows, comfortably endowed, who want to marry again. Come there in hope of finding a husband.
Now, wait a minute.
We also know you spent a lot of time with a lady you met up there. A widow named Ella Jason. For instance,
Mrs. Jason and I are just acquaintances. I just happened to meet her at the hotel. Fine for an occasional date, but that's all.
She's very attractive, not a bit hard to
We're
date.
just friends, I tell you. I'm not in love with her. Besides, I don't want to marry.
You don't have a choice.
But to marry someone who means nothing to me except... Oh, no. Even if I could do as you say, once I'd paid you, I could never go on living with a wife I don't love. I'd have to get free to get rid of her if necessary.
Please, Mr. Ames, again, I beg of you, do not mention that painful word aloud. It's better I don't hear what you have in mind. But, Mr. Ames, we're realists. We do what we must, even when it's painful. So once you pay us, if you feel a terrible necessity to get rid of her, remember, necessity is the mother of invention.
Hello? Yes, this is Bungalow D. This is Mrs. Jason. What? Mr. Ames, what a delightful surprise. Well, I'm fine, thank you. Where are you calling from? Here at the hotel? How wonderful. Oh, of course, Mr. Ames. Oh, Mr. Ames, really. Oh, please, Mr. Ames, you almost embarrass me. I mean, after all, it is a switchboard. Well, yes, I did miss you. Mm-hmm. You did too, really? Well, of course I'm glad. Oh, dinner tonight? Well, I did have a tentative appointment. I really shouldn't... Well, no, I'd never in the world want you to feel that way. Well, we can't have that, can we? Well, I'll make an excuse. The tentative appointment is very nice, you'll understand. But just to be sure we don't hurt his feelings, let's dine away from here tonight. No. You decide on the place, Mr. Ames. Time, whatever's agreeable to you. You decide, Mr. Ames, and I'll be ready. Dinner was delicious. I thank you so much, Mr. Ames.
No, I thank you.
You order so well, so expertly.
Oh, you really think so?
Oh, yes. And it's so nice, positively luxurious for me to be able to let someone else take responsibility, even if it's just a matter of ordering dinner.
Well, this is a very good place. It's hard to make a mistake here.
Oh, if I'd ordered, I'm sure I'd have made mistakes. I always left such things to Henry. Henry was wonderful, so efficient. I simply relied upon him for everything.
Your husband?
Yes, my husband. He used to tease me, very, very gently, because I was so dependent. Making any kind of decision flusters me. Must seem silly to a man like you. You're so poised, so obviously competent, like Henry. In fact, in many ways, you remind me of him. Me, I'm even afraid of the waiter. Isn't that ridiculous?
Tell me, you're not as shy in handling real business affairs as you are in ordering from a waiter.
Oh, I'm worse. I'm always bewildered.
Well, in that case, I hope Henry left you a well-ordered estate.
Perfectly. Henry was so provident.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear that.
But there are occasional business decisions.
Well, to be expected. Any estate, any substantial estate, it is fairly substantial, I imagine.
Yes.
Well, then you must expect an occasional problem. But there must be some member of your family who can advise you.
Oh, I've almost no family, just my nephew Herbert. I'm quite alone.
Oh.
Oh, now, really, Mr. Ames, I'm appalled. You'll soon be convinced I'm a total featherhead and a bore, and you'll never want to see me again.
Oh, Mrs. Jason, you can't begin to know how wrong you are. In fact, you couldn't be wronger if you tried.
Well, that's very sweet. But now, another word about me. I want to hear about you. What kept you in town last week?
Business?
Oh, dear. Don't tell me details. I wouldn't understand. But was it successful?
A decision was made. A decision involving method of procedure. At this point, I'm convinced the method will be very, very successful, Mrs. Jason.
Well, we're being positively stuffy. Call me Ella.
Thank you, Ella.
You're welcome, Arthur.
I feel like dancing. I feel like dancing with a beautiful woman. Will you dance with me, Ella?
Oh, I'd love to. Tonight I feel very much like dancing, Arthur.
And I say that you are making a mistake, Aunt Ella, a bad mistake. You're going into this without...
But you don't know what you're saying. I assure you I am not a child. I know what I'm doing.
No, you don't know enough about him.
I know all I need to know,
Now,
Herbert.
look, ever since you phoned me, I have been worried. Would I have rushed here to the hotel? Would I interfere like this if I weren't convinced that you've been hasty?
I'm sure you mean well, Herbert, but you're very young. Bear in mind, I am 10 years older than you, and I am not altogether without experience
Look,
here.
I understand, but I have been doing some research on Mr. Ames.
Research? You sound so businesslike.
No, please,
dear.
please.
All right, it's charming. You are so young.
Will you listen to me? I found out things that you should know.
No, Herbert, that will do. You couldn't have found out anything of real importance that I don't know. A woman's instinct, Herbert. In a matter like this, trust a woman's instinct.
But I prefer facts.
Arthur Ames and I will be married tomorrow. That is a fact. And you'll see, dear, everything will be perfect.
Aunt Ella, I am surprised at you. You can't afford to be wrong in a marriage.
And I'm not. So if you'll
For
excuse
all
me...
you know, if he's what I think he is, he may be dangerous to you.
Dangerous to me? Oh, Herbert, my dear, dangerous. Really. Really, darling, that is funny. That is positively funny.
But you shouldn't come here to the house.
I couldn't help it. You didn't come to us.
But I haven't got the money yet. You've got to be patient.
Mr. Ames, you're kicking that word to death. What do you think we've been?
Look, I tell you, you've got to leave before my wife comes in.
Mr. Ames, I like you very much. I hate to have to tell you, but Big Tony is getting weary of waiting. So you see...
No, I'll manage to pay somehow. A little more time. But Mrs. Ames will be in soon. And
You're telling me she's the suspicious type?
Well, of course not. You know better.
So why so worried about her seeing me? You'd think of something to say. Now, you're sure she won't give you the money?
I can't ask her for it. I don't know how to get it.
Mr. Ames, you're in trouble. Unless...
Yes?
Unless you can find a way to make Mrs. Ames pay off. Say, you're not getting a conscience about her, are you?
Are you being funny? What do you expect me to do?
Work it out. We want that money a week from today. Or at least a guarantee that the money will be paid. A believable guarantee. If we don't
Stop
get
it! I'm trying.
You can't imagine how bad I feel to tell you that that's not enough. Think, Mr. Ames, think. Find a way. You can't just try, you have to succeed. And I mean have to.
Policy, dear? Insurance policy?
Yes, it's life insurance, darling. It's an excellent new type of very attractive with double indemnity for accidental death.
Oh, darling, it sounds so grim, so depressing. Must we talk about such things?
Well, I thought I should explain it to you. I'd like to have it signed up today.
Oh, don't explain. I believe I understand. You see, I'm not quite as innocent as you may think.
I beg your pardon?
I know some things, and I see right through you.
Ella, really?
We've been married so short a time. I was so carefree, and now so unexpectedly...
Ella, I don't understand this.
Don't fool me for a minute. Men like you are all alike. Your minds work overtime, thinking of ways and means to provide security and protection for your wives. You're such a dear, Arthur, so thoughtful.
Well, for a moment... Yes, of course. I simply feel, darling...
No more talk of death, darling. Do whatever you think is right. I couldn't advise you anyway.
Well, you see, this particular policy is a family one. Each of us becomes the beneficiary of the other. There are 4 pages of small print, which I'll explain to you.
Darling, don't bother. I'll leave it to you. Just tell me what we have to sign, and we'll sign it.
In just a moment, we will return for the second act of Suspense.
No, dear, I've never been on top of Mount High Point.
Oh, it's a magnificent view. You'll love it.
How high is it?
Oh, a couple of 1,000 feet.
Oh, don't laugh at me, but I'm a little bit afraid.
Afraid?
Well, of height. Is it perfectly safe?
Oh, I'll be with you, dear. I'll take care of you.
There's a railing or something?
Well, not at the spot I have in mind, but don't worry.
Oh, you think I'm a sissy.
Oh, no, not at all. But you've got to see this view by moonlight, I insist.
Yes.
See? We're almost at the top.
Nobody else in sight? So deserted?
No, most people don't come to this particular spot. That's why I like it.
You want to share it with me. I understand.
Well, end of the road. Now we walk a few feet. And then, well, then you'll see. This way.
Wind, I can hardly stand up.
I'll take your arm, darling. There we are. Now, just a few steps to the edge.
Oh, Arthur, we're too close.
I'm holding you, darling.
No.
Here, right at the edge. That's where the view is.
No, I'm slipping.
Don't grab me like that, dear. I've got you. I've got you. Ella!
Oh, thank goodness. We almost fell. Oh, come on, quickly. Let's get back to the car. Arthur, do you realize... When I think of what... Come on, get into the car, please, and get us away from here.
Ella, believe me, I had a good grip on you.
I know. If I'd gone over the edge, you'd have fallen, too. Arthur, dearest, you could have been killed.
Yes, darling.
Such a racket, dear. What in the world are you doing?
Oh, I'm refitting the top steps on the cellar stair. They were loose. Oh, I'm sorry for the noise. I didn't expect you so soon.
I finished shopping early. Oh, you should have called the handyman, dear. Look at you. Darling, something's wrong. You look so strange.
Really? Well, anyway, it's finished. Steps finished. Oh, my back.
Now, you see, you shouldn't have done this. Unaccustomed type of activity, even for an athlete like you.
Yes. Really hurts. I gotta sit a minute.
Oh, and I teased you. Is it very bad?
Kind of. Ella, I left a sweater down there. Would you mind?
No, not a bit, dear. I'll run down. Arthur! Do you know what you did? You finished the top step and you forgot to put in the next too.
I did?
Well, aren't we lucky I saw that in time? I could have fallen down and broken my neck. Arthur, don't look so stricken. I'm not hurt. Everybody makes mistakes.
In a moment, we will return for the third act of Suspense.
And so I phoned you this afternoon, darling, as soon as I got word the cabin at Big Lake was available. I hope this hasn't rushed you too much.
No, not too much, dear. He said you wanted us to leave right after dinner. He gave me plenty of time. More coffee, dear?
Thanks, yes. You remembered to tell Clarabelle that we wouldn't need her up there?
I let her go right after you called. I told her she'd have 3 days off.
Good. More fun to rough it ourselves in such a place.
Is the lake really so beautiful?
Oh, yes, it's magnificent. Perfect, in fact.
And you said we'll have the whole area to ourselves?
Mm-hmm. There's absolutely nobody up there right now. That's why we get the off-season rate, including the use of the boating equipment.
Sounds ideal.
Oh, you can't imagine what it's like in a canoe in the middle of that lake. First thing tomorrow morning, you'll find out. Well, are we about ready? Long drive in the dark.
Arthur, dear, you didn't have to pay in advance for the cabin.
Why, no.
Not even a deposit?
No, but, well, I have to pay eventually. What difference does it make?
Thrift, darling, thrift. See, I don't intend to go there alone.
Alone? What is this? We're both going there.
No, dear. No, you're not going anywhere.
What?
Oh, my poor dear Arthur, you're such an amateur. So inept and so foolishly brave. You persist in challenging professionals in their own field. First as a gambler.
Ella, I don't know what you mean.
Oh, darling, I knew about that from the beginning. And then as a murderer, really, dear, it's pathetic. Those sadly obvious attempts, a cliff, a staircase, and now a canoe.
Ellen, no.
And
Listen.
above all, to choose as your first victim of all people, me, darling. You're my fifth.
Ella, what are you saying?
That inevitable policy. Both of us insured. Don't you see? I knew I could count on you for that.
Ellen, stop this! Stop it!
Don't try to get not anymore. Not after drinking that coffee I prepared so carefully for you. It's too late. Henry couldn't get out, and before him Clarence, and before him William, etc., dear, you see?
I'll kill you!
Nonsense, dear, and you never could have. Just to think my nephew Herbert, who should by this time have known better, thought you were a mistake.
You monster!
Sir, that's not like you. Why, it's almost rude. You know I've no head for business, and a lady must live.
Suspense.
You've been listening to The Easy Victim, written for Suspense by Harold Huber. Heard in tonight's story were Elspeth Eric as Ella, Paul McGrath as Art, Bob Reddick as Herbert, and Leon Janney as Don. Produced and directed by Paul Roberts. Listen again next week when we return with Re-Entry, a story of man's first flight into space. Another tale well calculated to keep you in suspense. On CBS Radio. 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 And now, a tale well calculated to keep you in
Suspense.
I know, according to all natural laws, it's impossible. Completely, utterly impossible. But I tell you, and I swear to it, that I and I alone am guilty of this murder. As guilty as though I'd killed him with my own 2 hands. So you must tell them, the police. You must tell them. Because they'd never believe me. Because it is impossible. But it happened.
Listen now to Act One of Dreams, starring Philip Sterling, and written especially for Suspense by Jack Bundy.
Coming. Yes?
Dr. Harris.
Yes?
Yes, you are Dr. Harris. I know, because I saw you. I heard you make that speech last week at the Civic Auditorium about the supernatural and premonitions and telepathy and about dreams, Doctor, about dreams.
Yes,
and I should have told you about it then. I was a fool. I was such a fool not to.
Tell me about what, young man?
These dreams, these terrible dreams that I have that... Oh, if only I'd come to you before.
Yes, well, who are you, young man? And please get hold of yourself. Now, well...
I'm sorry, Doctor, I'm sorry. My name is Kingman. Robert Kingman.
Yes?
I live here in the village, and I work at Blake Electronics, and the police are letting me come in because I think you can help me.
Well, I don't know. I'm not a medical doctor, Kingman. I'm only a student of the supernatural, extrasensory perception.
Yes, and you know about dreams and premonitions and things.
Well,
that's why I've come to you. And listen, your speech, your lecture the other night, you talked about dreams coming true.
Now, I talked about the possibility of such things, yes.
Oh, if I'd only talked to you then, there at your lecture, and told you about this, perhaps you could have helped me before it was too late. But I hope to heaven that even now you can help me. If you will, Dr. Harris.
Well, perhaps you'd better come in.
Thank you.
Right in here, Kingman.
Thank you, sir.
A little drink, perhaps, to calm your nerves.
No. Just let me tell you about these terrible things that I've done. If I don't tell somebody, I'll go crazy.
Oh, now, come on. Well, we can sit right down here.
Thank you.
Now.
Like I said, it's these dreams of mine, these fantastic dreams I have. They've nearly driven me out of my mind. And do you know why? Because they made a killer out of me. Do you understand, sir? I'm a murderer. I've murdered a man.
Now, wait a minute, Mr. Kingman.
Yes.
If you have killed someone...
And I have, Doctor. I've killed him.
Then why do you come to me? The police are the ones you must go to.
The police?
Of course.
But what would they do? What could they do? Don't you see, Doctor? They wouldn't understand. They wouldn't believe me.
Nonetheless, my boy, if there actually has been a murder...
Don't you see? It isn't as though I actually killed him with my own 2 hands, as though I actually struck him down. But I might as well have. Don't you see that?
No, I'm afraid I don't.
But it's true. I'm responsible. I'm wholly and totally responsible. No one else. But I can't tell the police about it.
Look, Kingman...
Don't you see? Because you know about such things, you can make them understand. And then if they say I'm legally guilty, all right, yes, then I'll take the consequences, even if I have to die for it.
Now, Robert...
But my wife says I'm not responsible. Janet says I can't be. It's impossible. And yet, after all that happened, I don't know what to do. Please, you've got to help me, Dr. Harris.
Well, you can hardly expect me to help you until you calm down enough to start at the beginning and tell me just what this is all about. Now, so far, you've really told me nothing.
I'm sorry, Doctor. I'm sorry. It's just that... Well, I'm sorry, but listen, please.
Yes.
It was only last month. One morning last month. My wife, Janet, and I were sitting having breakfast together.
Darling, why aren't you eating your breakfast? Isn't everything all right?
Huh? What? Oh, sure, of course it is, honey.
Then why aren't you eating? The way you've been sitting there, staring into space. Something wrong, darling?
Wrong? No, of course not, Janet. I guess I'm just not hungry this morning, that's all.
Is it?
Sure.
That isn't true, dear. Something is wrong. Now, what is it, Bob?
Janet, do you remember that funny dream I had about a week ago?
You mean about my brother, Walter, falling down the steps and breaking his wrist?
Yes.
Well, I'd hardly call it funny.
I know, because that's exactly what happened to him the very next day. I dreamed it, and then it happened.
Uh-huh. It was a real strange coincidence.
Only it wasn't. It wasn't coincidence, Janet.
But it must have been.
No, dear. Had I ever before told you about a dream of mine?
No, I guess not.
Honey, that was the first dream I'd had since I was just a little kid. When I was a kid, I had dreams all the time that came true, like the one about Joey Prentice, the boy next door, just before he drowned in Parvin's Pond. Like the one of my father before he died. I dreamed only when something like that was going to happen.
Even so, darling.
Don't you see, Janet, the one about your brother was far more than just a dream. It was a definite premonition.
Well, maybe it was, and probably it wasn't. Anyhow, you and I know better than to believe in premonitions. So just forget it, dear, and eat this nice breakfast I've fixed for you.
No. It's not that easy, I'm afraid.
Why not?
Last night, dear, I had another dream. And if it comes true...
Oh, now, honey, don't sit there and tell me you've actually lost your appetite just because of a dream you had.
Yes.
But, darling, that's silly. Unless it was a horrible nightmare.
No, it wasn't a nightmare. But the dream was all so clear. I had a fight with Stanley Bolton.
Bolton?
Yes. He's not only head of research, but a vice president, too. And the one man who could block the promotion promised me by Mr. Blake.
Oh.
Yes.
But just a dream, dear.
That promotion means everything to me, Janet. To both of us.
Of course it does. You've worked for it, and you've earned it. But surely something you happen to dream about isn't going to keep you from getting it.
I wonder.
Well, just stop wondering right this minute, Robert Kingman, and eat your breakfast. It is kind of silly, you know, isn't it? Really, if you take the time.
Well, I certainly hope your wife was right, but go on, Kingman.
Doctor, at the office that day, I watched my step every minute to make sure that nothing could possibly go wrong. And I carefully avoided Mr. Bolton. But then as the day wore on and nothing out of the way happened, well, I began to breathe more easily and decided I'd worried about nothing at all. But a few minutes after 5, as I finished things up for the day...
I'll have this finished for you in just a second, Mr. Kingman.
Oh, good, Miss Rackard. And you might as well run along home.
There now. Here you are.
Oh, fine. Let's see.
If you'll sign it, I'll have the envelope all ready and I'll mail it on the way out.
Mm-hmm. Here you are.
Thank you. Well, good night, Mr. Kingman.
Good night, Miss Rackard.
Out of my way, Reichardt.
Excuse me.
All right now, Kingman.
Yes, Mr. Bolton.
Why haven't I received the foreign sales records for last month?
Well, today is only the 8th, Mr. Bolton, and we don't usually put together these reports until we
Today is only the 8th. Well, how nice of you to tell me. But, Kingman, if Scoville is to take those records with him to the Toronto office tomorrow, he's got to have them immediately and in perfect order.
Scoville? Toronto? I didn't know anything about it.
You didn't know? You think that's any excuse?
But I'm usually notified if someone needs material like that.
Negligent, that's the trouble with you. Utterly irresponsible.
Well, Mr...
And you're the one that Mr. Blake was considering for promotion, Well, I'll soon put a stop to that.
But, Mr. Bolton,
Scoville is leaving on the 2:40 tomorrow. And if those figures aren't ready for him, you'd better look for another job.
And then, Kingman, what happened then?
The next morning, Mr. Blake called me in and politely told me the promotion would have to wait. Perhaps another year until Mr. Bolton was better satisfied with my work.
Well, I'm sorry, but now, look, my boy, if that one incident, that coincidence about the dream-
Coincidence?
Yes, if that's all that brought you here to see me, so upset and so
Didn't
worried.
you hear me? Don't you understand? That was only the beginning of the dreams that have made me a killer. And when you hear the rest of the terrible things I've dreamed about that have happened, heaven forgive me for what I've done.
In a moment, we'll return for Act Two of Suspense.
If you leave your car outside at night and hope in the morning it'll be all right, if your car's in a garage that has no heat, you want antifreeze protection that's real complete. Don't ask for trouble. Ask for DuPont Xerox Antifreeze.
For dependable protection against sudden drops in temperature all winter long, use DuPont Xerox Antifreeze. Even during a warm spell, Xerox won't boil away. It outlasts winter. And to guard against damaging rust and corrosion, Xerox has MR8 Rust Inhibitor, an exclusive DuPont development that protects all engine metals, including aluminum. So for safe, dependable protection, do as millions of motorists have done for over 20 years. Ask for Xerox Antifreeze. It's made by DuPont. Remember,
For cars left out at night or in unheated garages, don't ask for trouble. Ask for DuPont Xerox Antifreeze.
You had more of these so-called premonitory dreams then?
Yes, Doctor. Because I wanted to. Because I wanted to get even. I'd banked a lot on that promotion. Now I'd lost any chance for it thanks to Mr. Bolton. I knew it wasn't right, but I couldn't help hating him almost viciously. And I couldn't get him or my hatred for him or what he'd done to us. I couldn't get it out of my mind. I couldn't get him out of my mind. And then a few nights later, I dreamed about him again. It was a weird, a crazy, a fantastic sort of dream.
Well, what do you want with me, Kingman? What do you want? And why do you have me penned up in this place?
Like a jail, isn't it, Mr. Bolton? These high walls of heavy concrete blocks.
Well?
I built this place myself, Mr. Bolton, just for you. There's no door, no windows, there's no way out for you. You can't get away from me. And now I'm going to pay you back, Mr. Bolton, for what you've done to me.
You're crazy, Kingman. You can't hurt me. This is only a dream. Only a dream, do you hear me?
But it's my dream. It's my dream, Mr. Bolton.
Now, Kingman.
And that's why you can't help yourself. When I beat you and beat you the way you deserve. Are you ready?
Stop!
Are you ready?
Stop! Stay away from me!
Well, I'm ready.
No! No! Get away from me! No! No! Get away from me! No!
And you did beat him in this dream of yours?
Unmercifully. Until he fell unconscious.
Well, I hardly see anything about it to worry you, Kingman.
But wait.
I can hardly picture anything like that actually happening, dream or no dream.
Wait, Doctor. When I woke up in the morning, my hands were sore. My knuckles were all bruised.
And I imagine you've done a pretty good job of tearing up the bedclothes, too, then, hadn't you?
Doctor.
Mr. Kingman. Now, Robert, you must understand something. After what had happened at the office between you and Mr. Bolton, a dream like that was the most natural thing in the world. Dreams spring from the unconscious. And so far as this man Bolton is concerned, in your subconscious mind...
No, wait, please. You've got to hear me out.
Very well, go on.
When I got to the office the next morning, everybody was commiserating with Mr. Bolton because of the terrible bumps and bruises all over his head.
Really? Well, and how did he explain them?
He said that he'd fallen out of his bed during the night. But with all those bruises, he'd have to have fallen out 12 times. And then when he saw me, Doctor, it was just as though he knew. It was just as though he knew that I had somehow made it happen to him. And from that point on, he never let up on me. Day after day, everything I did was wrong.
Now, wait a minute.
No, Doctor. I began to hate him more bitterly than anything or any person I'd ever hated before. He became an obsession I couldn't shake off. And then suddenly it dawned on me. All my dreams had come true. And that meant my dreams would come true. Whatever I dreamed would have to come true. So from that moment on, I knew what I had to do. I knew that I would never have any peace until I dreamed about, and therefore brought about, the death of Stanley Bolton. Yes, Doctor. The more I thought about it, the more I became convinced. The more I knew that anything I dreamed about would have to come to pass. Not exactly as I dreamed it, perhaps, but the result would be the same. And so every night before I dropped off to sleep, I thought of nothing but Stanley Bolton, of all the hatred I had for him. I concentrated all my thoughts on him and nothing else, Doctor, and I focused my thoughts on his murder.
No,
but it didn't work. I couldn't seem to dream again, try as I might.
Well, perhaps that's for the best.
Not until 3 nights ago.
Oh?
And again, Doctor, it was a wild, a crazy, utterly fantastic dream. There was a big empty square, a city block or more, with a high, thick wall around it, much bigger than the place I'd dreamed about before. And there was a car, a sports car, a sort of racing car, a very fast one, driving around in this place as though it were hunting for something. All of a sudden, the way it can happen only in a dream, I was in that car. I was driving it. I was hunting for something, or someone, frantically. And then, as I wildly spun and swerved the car about, then I saw him, Bolton. And he knew me, and he knew I was after him, and he knew that this time he wouldn't get away alive.
Stop! Stop, you fool! You run me down! Run! Go ahead and run, Bolton! You think you can outrun me in this? Try it! Try it! No, help! You'll kill me! But it's only a dream, remember? So run your legs off, Bolton, and see what good it will do you. Please! Please! Go back! Are you ready? Are you ready? Well, I'm ready! Now!
Well, Kingman?
The next morning, when I got to the office, I learned that Mr. Bolton had been killed.
What?
Yes. By some hit-and-run driver in a sports car.
Good heavens.
Yes. And do you know why, Doctor? Because of my dream. Because it's what I wanted to dream. So I'm guilty of Stanley Bolton's murder.
No, you aren't. You had nothing to do with the car that ran him down.
Of course I didn't, but I'm still to blame.
How can you be?
Because I am. Because now I have proof that I am.
Proof?
Yes. Because last night I dreamed again.
Yes?
I dreamed that for what I'd done, I was electrocuted. What can I do? Doctor, what can I do?
I don't know. I must have time to think about this.
But you believe me. You believe me what I've told you.
Yes, Robert, I believe you. And I believe you need help.
If I go to the police, if they believe me, it can mean only one thing. The death penalty. Electrocution.
Now, Robert, listen to me. You may feel any way you wish about this whole gruesome affair. And because of the strain it's imposed on you, I can understand why you're so upset about it. But we've got to be realistic about this. Now, legally, there is no possible way in which you could be found guilty of Bolton's murder. So first, we have to think about you, about how to ease your mind, your conscience of this... Oh, wait now.
What?
Of course, I should have thought of him when you came here.
Yes, Doctor? Someone who can help me?
Robert, I know it's late, But I want you to go and see an old friend of mine. His name is Thaddeus Hagen.
Hagen?
You know him?
The psychiatrist?
Yes.
Well, I've heard of him, but Doctor...
I want you to go to him alone. I want you to tell him exactly what you've told me. I'll phone him that you're coming, in spite of the hour, and I promise that I'll tell him nothing whatever about the case. I'll only ask him that he call me after he's talked with you.
You think I've gone crazy?
No, not by any means, but this whole experience has upset you badly, as it would anyone. And the most important thing at the moment is to get you back into the frame of mind where you can face this thing with your fullest capacity for sound judgment. Because you must work this out for yourself, Robert, but not in your present state of mind. Will you go and see Hagen? For your own sake, Robert.
Yes.
Now?
Now.
Good. I'll give you his address. It's only a few miles from here. And you must tell him that I'll be waiting to hear from him. Dr. Harris speaking.
Harris, this is Thaddeus Hagen.
Hagen, oh, yes, but I'm surprised to hear from you so soon.
Harris, that young man you said you were sending out here to see me?
Yes.
Robert Kingman?
Yes, Hagen, you talked to him?
No, I didn't.
Oh, but why not?
Because a terrible thing has happened.
Well, what is it, man? What is it?
Harris, the new high-tension power line the electric company strung across my property.
Oh?
22,000 volts.
Hagen.
Yes. One of those lines broke. It fell across my front walk, and there in the darkness, he couldn't see it. He stumbled into it.
Good Lord.
He was killed immediately, Harris. Electrocuted.
Suspense. You've been listening to Dreams, starring Philip Sterling and written especially for Suspense by Jack Bundy. Suspense is produced and directed by Bruno Zerato Jr., music supervision by Ethel Huber. Heard in tonight's story were Edgar Staley as Dr. Harris, Connie Lemke as Janet, Richard Kendrick as Mr. Bolton, Raymond Edward Johnson as Thaddeus Hagen, and Barbara Cassar as the girl. Listen again next week when we return with Seeds of Disaster, written by David Hill. Another tale well calculated to keep you in suspense. Carelessness causes forest fires. Only you can prevent them. This is the CBS Radio Network. And now, a tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
I only ask the place and time enough to give some small meaning to the meaningless and point to having lived.
Listen now to 2462, starring Lawson Zerbe, and written especially for Suspense by George Bamber.
I woke up on the floor, shivering. All my clothes were gone. It was like a nightmare I had dreamed many times before and dreaded coming true. At first, I thought I'd awakened in my own room, that somebody had taken all my furniture as well as my clothes. But then I realized it wasn't so much a room as it was a cube. An empty, sterile cube with luminescent walls that hummed with a soft blue-green light. I jumped up then and threw myself against the walls trying to find a way out. And there was none. No door, no window, not even a ventilation tube. I banged on the walls and screamed, but no one answered me. Nothing but the smooth plastic blue-green walls that hummed with the electric current in them, that gave them light and air and death. I slumped back down to the soft foam plastic floor of my cell, afraid to admit to myself where I was, and squeezed my eyes tight against the walls because I was afraid I was going to cry. Just then, the wall in front of me slid back on its tracks, and in the pale light of the corridor, I could see a large, shambling man in prison coveralls with a 9-digit number tattooed on his forehead. What do you want?
Follow me.
He turned his back on me and stepped on the moving conveyor in the corridor. I stumbled after him because I was afraid to be alone, and I had to know what was happening. Where are you taking me?
No talk. Follow me.
I could tell by the steady movement of his jaw and the dull, faraway look on his face that I could question him all day, and it wouldn't do any good. He was chewing Tranquil gum, and the effect of that stuff lasts for a week. I could scream at him, and it wouldn't bother him. Nothing would bother him, unless I tried to escape. I knew where I was now. There could be no doubt of that. I rode behind my silent guard, up and down what seemed like endless corridors, past row on row of cells just like the one I had left. Some of them had their reverse scanners on. That means you could see in, but the prisoners couldn't see out. Some of them were sitting in the middle of their cube, staring at nothingness. But most of them were slumped on the floor, asleep, kept that way by somnogas, a gentle gas that kept the inmates unconscious and manageable until their cases came up. I knew one day I would wind up here. And here I was in the most scientific, escape-proof termination center in the world.
In here.
The guard stepped off the conveyor in front of a heavy chrome door marked courtroom and pushed a button. I moved through the doorway like a schoolboy called upon to recite. The room was not much bigger than the cell I had left, and as empty. A lieutenant sat behind a desk. His plastic bars gleamed at me brightly from his shoulders. I heard my guard close the door behind us, and then I noticed that one wall was completely covered with the sleepy face of a computer.
Sit down. Sit down.
I did as I was told on the only other piece of furniture in the place, a small 3-legged stool in the middle of the room. I wished that they had given me some sort of clothes to cover my nakedness because there was a young girl, a secretary, sitting on an electro-writer, taking down everything that was said, feeding it into the computer.
Your identity.
Frank Smith.
I said your identity.
I told you, sir.
Do not hold up the proceedings. Time is precious. You were issued a combination serial, social security, and telephone number that was imprinted on your forehead at birth. From here, it appears to be 108-303-715. Is that correct?
That is the number tattooed on my head.
Clerk, let the record show the subject is hostile.
Yes, sir.
Let us proceed. Case of the People versus 108-303-715. Convened in the first court at 1800 hours in this day of our world, 18 of November, 2462. 108-303-715, you are charged with 2 counts. 1, writing non-productive literature, and 2, wasting government time. How do you plead, true or false?
I don't understand.
Have you or have you not written poetry?
I'm a clerk in the Space Department.
True or false?
False.
I have here some 100 pieces of doggerel. I shall read a portion of one. See if you recognize it. In my treeless, greenless office, mid the bustling mad despair, I hunger after exile from the chrome and filtered air. Well?
It's not a very good poem, is it?
Did you or did you not write this poem? True or false?
I hardly see
Answer, true or false?
False.
Account, then, for the fact that this poem was written on your electro-typewriter.
There are millions of electro-writers.
As you may or may not know, each electro-writer has its own characteristics, as individual as fingerprints. An expert has identified this poem as coming from your machine. I can call him in to testify if you like.
There are 2 shifts. I'm not the only one assigned to that machine.
You are not only a poet, but you are a very stupid one. Every electro-writer imprints the date and hour of transmission. In every case, the poems were written on your machine, while you were supposed to be sitting at it doing the invaluable work of the Space Department. What have you to say?
What can I say?
You are charged with 2 very grave counts in this court. Writing non-productive literature and wasting government time. How do you answer?
How else can I answer? Guilty.
108-303-715. You insist on imposing on this court concepts of legality as ancient as 1962. In this court, subjects are neither guilty nor not guilty. They are simply productive or non-productive, social or antisocial. I repeat, are these charges against you true or false? Answer one or the other.
False.
Very well. Clerk,
Yes, sir.
signal the judicial computer that all facts and considerations of this court are now at hand, and submit the subject's work record, fitness report, sanity estimation, IQ, cooperation quotient.
I watched, like a sleepwalker, as the lieutenant handled the thin, punched, and tabulated cards that were the history of my life. I watched with a gambler's fascination as one by one she fitted them into the monster's mouth, and the lights blinked and flitted across its face, digesting my life and worth on Earth, and estimating in hours and minutes how much longer I would be permitted to stay. Suddenly, I realized the computer had stopped. The lights across its face were dark. The machine's mouth spat out a thin red plastic card, and the girl handed it to the lieutenant.
Number 108-303-715. It is the decision of this court that you are no longer essential or desirable to life on this earth.
What?
On the 343rd day of the year 2462, you will be taken from your cell to the Division of Agriculture for processing.
No.
Your corporal body will be reduced to its basic components.
Oh, no.
And your existence on Earth will be terminated.
No! Oh, no, no, no! No, in God's name, give me another chance.
It is the decision of this court.
You can't condemn a man to die just for writing a few lines of poetry.
Not for writing a few lines of poetry, for being a poet. If you were a scientist or an engineer, we could afford to overlook these recessive characteristics in your personality. Forgive the writing of a few lines of doggerel. But you are not a scientist or engineer or even a mathematician. You're a clerk in the Space Department. And according to your work record, not very good at that.
I have no head for figures.
At a time when the world is crying out in need of mechanical and technical brains, the best you're suited for is rhyming lists of words on scraps of paper. Can you possibly imagine that in our society we could
looking
allow
at the young man who was a lieutenant, saw his eyes on me, his lips move, but no sound came out. Everything he said was true. The world was in trouble. 300, 400 years ago, they thought they were having a population explosion. They should see it now. People live as far beneath the ground as they did above. New York was built out 30 miles over the water, and people commuted to work from as far away as Ohio and Michigan. Even the deserts were populated. It took mathematical and technical brains just to keep it all going, not to mention the problem of finding new worlds in space.
It must be apparent that even if you had some mechanical ability for the service and repair of computers, machines...
I could try to learn.
But you have no mechanical ability. Your aptitude tests show that.
Well, just give me a chance to learn.
There is no time. The world needs these talents now, not a year from now, months from now.
Well, all I want is to live.
We all want to live. That's the whole problem. The function of this court is to weed out the people who are not necessary to the continuation of life from those who are. Artists, philosophers, theologians, and poets are not necessary. You have been found to be a poet.
I appeal to the mercy of the court.
There is no mercy in a mathematical equation.
Well, give me another chance, just one.
Number 108-303-715, you are wasting the court's time. I have many more cases to deal with today. As you stand now, you are a drain on the Earth's natural resources. In exactly 20 days from now, you will contribute to them. Case dismissed.
Look, I have one favor to ask. Everyone is granted one last request.
What is it?
I have the right, do I not, to spend my remaining days conscious?
Yes, but you should request semi-gas. Time goes much faster when you're asleep, and then the end is not so painful.
I want to spend my last days conscious.
Conscious? Why?
So I can write.
Right?
Yes, write. I wouldn't have to have an electro-writer in my cell. Just an asthmatic pen would do. I know how to use a pen and some paper. I know you have no power over the decision of the court, but just this one last request as one man to another.
Very well. Orders will be left that a pen and paper are to be placed at your disposal.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you.
No more can be granted than the law allows. You may spend your remaining days on Earth conscious and writing gibberish or poems or whatever you wish. Next case.
I had to bite my tongue to keep from shouting and turning handsprings all the way back to my cell. I had won the right to remain conscious during my last days on Earth. The right to have one more chance at life and freedom. I realized fully how small that chance was. In the days when men still believed that crime was cured by punishment, my cell would have been a jailer's dream. The smooth plastic walls were flawless. I searched the whole cube and found no more than the first time I saw them, not even the little pinholes that admitted the gas that finished you. I had hoped to dig under the soft foam rubber plastic on the floor with the point of my pen, but I dug at it and couldn't even scratch it. For what must have been 5 days, I studied the prison routine in hopes of jamming the door and overpowering one of the guards. But it was impossible. Once a day, the wall was rolled back and food was tossed in, wrapped in electroethylene, and then rolled back again before you could get to them. It was impossible to wait near the wall because the guards could see you waiting there and would not open it until you were well back in the center of the cell. On what must have been the 10th day, I began to have hallucinations. People began to appear in my cell and chat with me. People who had long since been dead. To stave off madness, I picked up the broken stub of my pen and began to write feverishly. I wrote a poem to the girl I had seen once when I was 14. And then I wrote about the last blade of grass I had seen. I wrote faster and faster until I was completely wrapped up in the joy of writing. Writing about all the things I could remember. Until I lost all track of time, of place, and then... Oh, no. No, it isn't time. I still have 20 days left. Oh, 20 days, he said.
Quiet, son. You still have 2 days to go.
What do you want?
To talk. Mind if I come in?
It's your prison. He didn't come all the way in, but stood in the door, out of sight, off the hall, but blocking my way. He was a very old man with mottled parchment skin. His prison coveralls hung on him like elephant skin. Oh, who are you?
I'm the night duty guard.
What do you want?
Oh, just to talk.
I've never seen you before.
Oh, but I've seen you. Every night I've been looking over your shoulder, reading the things you write.
I hope you enjoyed yourself.
I did. I haven't read any new poetry in 50 years, since the computers came in. You've got away with words.
Thank you, sir.
That's all right. There's one poem you wrote night before last. I wonder if I could see it again.
Which one, sir?
The one about a man's going to die and doesn't know why.
Oh. You mean this one?
Yes. Yes, that's the one. Would you mind reading it for me? My eyes tire easily.
Okay. In the monumental silence of a long and pointless strife, I'm pained at my reluctance to let go this last of life. I only ask the place and time enough to give some small meaning to the meaningless and point to having lived.
Yes, I like that. How would you like to get out of here?
Are you crazy?
No.
Nobody leaves here alive.
Guards do.
But I'm not a guard.
You could be.
Oh, now I know you're crazy.
You could be if you put on my clothes, my uniform.
That wouldn't do any good. They'd still recognize me by the number on my forehead.
That's what gave me the idea. Look at your number and look at mine.
108-808-715.
Only the 8s are different.
Yes.
We could take that pen of yours and make your 3s look like 8s.
But you're an old man. I'm young. They'd recognize the difference immediately.
No, they wouldn't. The only one who sees me is the guard that relieves me, and he's on happy gum. The only thing he looks at is my number. As long as that's right, he's happy. He couldn't tell you what I looked like if his life depended on it.
But why?
I don't know why. Maybe I just like poetry. Maybe it's because I'm going to die anyway. Look at me. I'm 110. Yesterday, I read where they're going to start eliminating everybody over 102. It'll probably be law before the year is out.
But that's still a year to live, maybe more.
A year of what? I can't smell anymore. My taste buds are gone. My hands and feet are always cold.
That's not the real reason, is it?
No. No, it isn't.
Then what is?
I have a granddaughter about your age. Beautiful girl. She used to write and paint some when she was young. Of course, we had to discourage it after the computers came in. You know, it just would make me feel good to know they hadn't stamped out the genes for poetry completely. I hate to live in a world where you don't get anything more than what comes blasting in at you over the telecommunicator. Well, what do you say? Are you willing?
I'm willing, if you are.
Oh, good. Now, listen carefully.
He sat up most of the night, explaining his job to me, cross-questioning me to be sure I remembered it right. His job was simple, mostly just pushing buttons. The difficult part would be finding my way out of the huge prison without looking like I was groping and getting off the overhead rail at the right stop to find his daughter's home. Finally, when he was convinced I had it right, he left, promising to change places with me the following night. I was almost afraid to believe him. The hours of what was to be my final night on Earth crept by. The day had been bad enough, but the night was worse. 100 times I decided the night was over, that it had all just been a sadistic trick by the old man so he could watch the agony of my final hours on Earth to pass the time. I was just about to beat against the walls and scream when...
Quickly, help me out of these coveralls.
I thought you wouldn't come.
I had to wait till just before the end of the watch so you'd have the best chance of escaping.
How much time do I have left?
About 20 minutes. The day guard will be coming to relieve me soon, so hurry, will you? Where's your pen?
Here it is.
Hold your head still while I change these 3s to 8s.
All right.
Yeah. Remember, stay on the overhead rail until you get out of Arizona. My daughter is the next stop after that.
Okay.
There, you're finished. Goodbye.
I don't know what to say.
Don't say anything. Say goodbye before I change my mind. At best, courage is a quicksilver thing.
Goodbye, old man. And thanks.
Quick, close the door.
I did as I was told, raising my hand to break the circuit, and I watched the old man smile at me at the control board and take up his position in front of it. The clock on the board said 10 minutes to 5 in the morning. 10 minutes before I would be released.
How's it going?
Huh?
I said, how's it going? Everything quiet?
Fine. I recognized him as the guard that was supposed to relieve the old man. For a minute, I was afraid he recognized me when his eyes drifted across my face. But then they flicked up to my forehead, checked my serial number, and he resumed his steady, quiet chewing.
I came in a little early. You can never tell about the overhead rail when it's going to get jammed up.
Yes, I know. Things are a mess. What's that?
Trouble in cell number 84. See the flashing light on the board?
Yes, I better turn it off. Cell 84. That was my cell, the one I just left. That meant the old man was probably banging on the walls.
I see cell 84 is scheduled for termination this morning. Probably lost his nerve. They should make them all stay under Sami gas while they're here. Makes them easier to handle that way.
I can't turn the alarm off.
Of course you can't. As long as he's hammering on the walls and screaming that way. You better go down, see what he wants.
Do I have to?
Of course you do. It's the law. He might have something more he wants to say.
I walked down the hall, feeling the guard's eyes on my back. I didn't dare argue with him anymore for fear that he would become concerned. It was all over now. I knew it was all over. I could see the old man beating on the walls of his cell beyond the transparent plastic wall, screaming soundlessly. He had changed his mind. He wanted to live. In a minute, he would be running down the hall, shouting for help. And in 2 hours, I would be dead. I raised my hand to break the electric circuit.
Oh, there you are. I was afraid you wouldn't come back. You took the poems with you, and I couldn't remember that one. All I can remember is I only ask the place. I can't remember how it ends.
I only ask the place and time enough to give some small meaning to the meaningless and point to having lived.
Yes. Yes. That's it. And point to having lived.
Suspense. You've been listening to 2462, starring Lawson Zerbe, and written especially for Suspense by George Bamber. Suspense is produced and directed by Bruno Zerato Jr., music supervision by Ethel Huber. Featured in tonight's story were Robert Randall as the lieutenant, Bob Dryden as the old guard, William Mason as the young guard, and Rosemary Rice as the court stenographer. Listen again next week when we return with Please Believe Me, written by Ben Kagan. Another tale well calculated to keep you in suspense. They're the most. Bing Crosby and Rosemary Clooney weekdays on the CBS Radio Network.